All right, Mocha. Mocha, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
Where I grew up from, South Central LA. I was born in Long Beach Memorial Hospital.
Tell me about your family. You had mom and dad?
Mom and dad was both in my life. Dad was in prison when my mom was pregnant with us, so we was going to visit him. By the time we were born, we were visiting our dad up to 3. And then we didn't see our dad till he was like 6. And we stopped seeing our dad because his other girlfriend, her kids would hang us out the window. Like they'll play some game and hang us out the window and stuff. It was kind of scary. They almost dropped me. So I had told my mom. My mom didn't take that lightly, so she told my dad or whatever, and then we stopped seeing him, going over there for like days over the weekend. We'll just see him, hey, and then bye. Around we were 7, we got taken from our mom. We lived with a family member who was with our auntie, and we didn't really get to do much fun because our auntie was strict. So when we started playing with the cleaning supply, when it was time to clean up, we would get in trouble, have to hold books. She would say mean stuff. So it was like it was draining being there with my auntie, but it was also love. Like I loved her, she loved us because she took us in from our mom because we lost custody. Our mom lost custody. So when she got us, it was good sometimes it was bad, the stuff that she would say. So when my mom finally got us back, she had got a girlfriend. They was together for a long time. We were about like 8 or 9. Her daughter was like 12. We was like 3 years apart. And fast forward, the years go by, it was on and off with the girlfriend. Like none of my mom kids liked her girlfriend. I was in this is 8th or 9th grade freshman year. My mom's girlfriend's son got out of jail. And he just started coming back around, and he would walk around the house with this gun and stuff. So my dad took me and my twin sister school shopping, back to school, get backpacks and notebooks and stuff. And then he had just dropped us off. And I was going to go upstairs to go do homework with my best friend, with my twin sister. We went up there. And the kids, my best friend had so many siblings, it gave me a headache up there. So I was like, I'm going to go downstairs for a minute, I'll be back. So I felt sick, so when I went downstairs to lay on the couch, my mom's girlfriend's son was there with the gun. I didn't feel good, so I mean, it's my house, so I feel like I was obligated to lay on my own couch without nobody touching me or saying nothing to me. I was forced to have sex with him. I was raped at 14, 15 years old with a gun at gunpoint. I played like everything was cool after it happened, and I went and told my twin sister. She was like, oh, I wish it never happened to you, wish it was me. Because she is older. I'm the last out of my mom's kid. I'm the 4th one. But I wish it never happened to me or her. Rather, anything, none of that. I wish nobody got raped. None of that happened. My mom was like 2 hours away, and I called her when it happened. She was shocked or whatever, but we went to go get a rape kit. They kept my clothes. I was torn. They gave me this medication. I passed out when I got home. I would sleep in my room with knives. I wouldn't sleep normal, like with my door unlocked or nothing. I would sleep with the door locked with a knife right there. And then I started talking to this other boy. He was being there for me through my depression moments. And my mom, I don't know, it was like my mom wasn't accepting me having a boyfriend still at the age or whatever. So I started running away. I wasn't like really going nowhere far. I was outside most of the time, just wasn't coming in when I was supposed to. So once I started running away because I felt like I wasn't being heard, me being depressed and I was going through something, every time I spoke, people made it seem like it was all about me. I know it's not all about me, but I want somebody to hear and listen where I'm coming from. So after that happened, my mom and my dad came together and they found me. And they had called the police. I had told them to call the police because I didn't want to stay at home. They took my phone. They put me in a mental hospital. I was in the mental hospital about a month. In there, they was waking me up, giving me medication I did not need. I was not a crazy person. So after I got out the mental hospital, I was still going through depression. I started gangbanging. I was from Front Street. Front Street Watts, and I was hanging out right there with everybody every day. And that's when I ran into Nova. Nova was hanging around my younger homegirls from the same hood I was from.
Nova's a girl I've interviewed before.
Yeah. So once I seen her hanging around my homegirls from my hood, I was like, okay, she cool. She didn't really speak to me because I didn't know her like that. So, but I would see how they would do her. Like they would go do stuff together and they'll take all her stuff, like punk her basically. I didn't like that, so I was being a nice friend. So when it came upon to it again, when she came and found my Instagram, she texted me one time and was talking about her mom was getting into it. Her mom was kicking her out. I'm young myself too. I was a minor at the time, so. Nova texted me, so she was like, what you doing? I had showed her a picture of me outside in some heels, and she was like, that's what you do now? I was like, yeah. So I threw the gangbanging away. I stopped gangbanging. I went and got put off, and I started prostituting. So when I sent her the picture, she was like, that's what you do now? And then I was like, yeah. So she was like, oh, what do my mom kicking me out? Can you come get me? I was like, yeah, I'll come get you in the morning when I'm done with making my money. She was like, okay. So I'll go get her or whatever. I didn't know her age at all. I didn't know no age. She lied and told me she was 16 when we met. I was a minor too, so I'm like, okay, we right there next to each other, right by the same age. But come down to it, she wasn't even that age. But I still loved her because she didn't do nothing wrong to me. So, but when I got her, I told her, like, yeah, this is what I do. Like, you don't have to do this. You can sit in the car. I'm not forcing nobody to do this. This is what I'm doing by choice. I didn't went through something. This is my life. My life I chose to go, the path I chose to go. So she wanted to try it. She went and got her outfit, and she did. I can't tell her no, I'm not her mom. So she tried it from on there on. We was like with each other every day. That was my best friend too. We was friends. We hanged out with each other every day. But social media, getting people ahead, make motherfuckers turn against each other. But it was like we had ups and downs as friendship, but I never let people get in her head. But Nova, she'll let anybody get in her head. That's just.
But Nova was doing that kind of work before she met you?
No, not that I know of. I just know that she was hanging around. I was gang banger, so she was hanging around them. They were stealing and selling the stuff. So I don't know nothing about her working before me. But when she met me, when we started hanging out with each other, actually, when she see me do it, I guess that's what made her
she.
Yeah,
saw you do it.
Yeah, but I was like, it wasn't me, for forcing her to, because that's what people made it seem like, oh, you made that little girl do that. No, I was a minor too. How can I make her do something and I'm a minor? We both was minors. I'm just older than her. Mm-hmm. But
there's a lot of young girls doing it.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
If it hadn't been you that showed her, it would have been someone else, I'm sure.
Yeah, a man, because I didn't just step in this on my own. I got introduced to this by a man.
If she's on the streets, there's going to be a dude who's going to come in.
I knew nothing about, I knew something about prostituting. I know, I didn't seen it before, but me ever thinking I got introduced to it from a man, a grown man. So of course I lied about my age to him too, but he kind of knew, okay, I wasn't that grown. You could tell by my body shape and all that, the way I move, the way I'm actually, I don't even know what I'm doing.
How old are you now?
I'm 18.
18.
Yeah. Once then, back then I didn't really know nothing, so I was scared, 15, being out there 15, 16 years old, I was scared. Don't get me wrong, it's not fun. This is not fun, but when you already doing something for so many years, you done already got used to it. So I didn't got used to it already. So it's not like, oh, I love doing this. It's just this is what I do. It's my job. Fast money is better to me. I can't really get no job because I just got out of jail too. So I'm just back out. So I can't really do nothing with the charge I have on my name. That's a felon with this, trying to get this job.
So you ran away at what age?
At 14, 15, around them age.
And you're 18 now.
Yeah.
You have braces on your teeth. Tell me about, normally a family is paying for the braces.
My mom had first paid for them to get on. I was 15 years old. I had got them on. She paid the first 3-4 months, and then afterwards, when I started going on by myself, I started paying for my own braces. It was only $100 a month.
Do you know when they're supposed to be coming off?
Huh?
Do you know when they're supposed to be coming off?
Yeah, because I had started off with the top at first, then I started with my bottom. So I have a less than a year left, but I have to get my wire back put on at the bottom. So I have to wear my rubber band. So I have a few months left.
And there's also some street dentists that are out there that are very inexpensive.
Yeah.
That's why
I mean, I done ran into Nova. I ain't gonna lie, Nova. Her little young ass put me on a few people, like the braces man. He kind of cheap. He used to work in one of the orthodontist office. He do it for a side hustle. He go a little cheaper. Like, I don't blame him. He making his money. That's his hustle.
There's all kinds of hustles on in the street.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you stay now? Where do you live?
I'm all over the place. Sometimes I be in a room or I stay at my friend's house. You know, I just got out, so I just applied homeless. So I'm trying to, trying to get help for them helping me with housing.
Are you working with a pimp?
No pimp.
Have you ever had a pimp?
Yes, I had a pimp. I had 4 pimps in total out of my whole career. But other than that, I learned my lesson with the pimps. Like, me giving my money and not getting nothing. Like, okay, yeah, getting a new outfit, new sandals, that's what you're supposed to, because you can't wear the same thing every day. But the stuff that actually matters and you need, they don't give a fuck. As long as they getting money and they can go spend on some pills, some lean drink, or some weed, or this, and try to flip that, they'll put this in here like, I'm going to flip that, and they ain't going to flip nothing. I'm tired of paying people. So once I got out of jail, I was like, when I was in jail, I was like, I'm going to get out and I'm going to buy me a car. And I stand on that, because when I was first started home, I was 15, I got me in my first car, it was Affinity. And when I turned down that I'm 18, I had got me a Dodge. I had paid for me a Dodge. Then I had me a Honda. I lost the Honda, but I still got my Dodge. But it's me. I'm kind of proud of myself because I stuck to my word. Like, when I got out, I was like, I'm going to be on my shit. Before I went to jail, I was paying somebody. I gave him over 10 bands and didn't get nothing. On my birthday, I even worked the day before my birthday. On my birthday, I sat outside, didn't get nothing. It wasn't a birthday, like, it wasn't an 18th birthday I was supposed to have. I thought that my dad was waiting on my 18th birthday. So when it came, it was just like, it was bullshit. I was crying all day. Next day I got drunk. It was hurt. I didn't see my twin sister. I talked to her over the phone, but I know my twin sister had a ball on her birthday. But I was happy for her as long as she had a good day. I mean, the next day I had a good day for myself. I just, like, you got to do stuff on your own all the time. You can't always depend on a man. Just because you paying that person, you can't depend on him. That's what I never did. I was always a sneaky type, so I was always getting in trouble. I mean, I didn't care. I'm going to risk it, because if I want to do something, I'm not about to wait on you to come back to the room or come get me to do this. No. I'm going to do it on my own. I'm going to just take the consequences afterwards. But that's me dealing with that for so long. I just stopped paying. I don't have time to sit there and get my arm, and me selling my body to give it to a man. Like, no. Half of the time, they don't sit out there with their working girls. They just put them out there and, I'm finna come break on you. No, I got tired of it.
Are you saving money now?
Yeah.
Do you have a bank account?
No, I don't. I need to open one up, but I have Cash App. I be put money in my savings.
Yeah, girls are using Cash App as their banks now. It's good that you're saving some money.
Got to. It's like no other choice. I mean, it's better to stack than spend. I mean, it's okay to spend a little bit, but it's better to stack than spend.
None of the girls have figured out how to save money.
No, it's a lot of these, like, right now, it's like little boys at 17, 16 waking up and they just decide they want to be pimps. And some of these girls, they don't be knowing, these men be lying about their age till you find out and you learn this person and you really find out what's their age, what's their real name and all that. No, I don't have time for none of that. That shit is just... it's tiring, because it's not the same how I was 2 years ago when we was all out there. Yeah, I was young, but I was still out there. It's not the same. The game is way different now than then. It's just, I don't know. It's a tornado out there. They got police out there every day, pulling girls over, taking girls to jail, finding minors. It's just too much. But I don't knock no minor for being out there at a young age, but not too young, because... y'all is fucking up for the grown people making their money out there, and that is tiring, because they ain't making no money because they getting pulled over, ID, because minors on the blade. Because we all started young and we all going through something, so you can't blame nobody for what they going through and what they started to do. So I don't know. I don't judge nobody because I started at a young age. I was out there when I was not supposed to.
Have you had bad things happen to you while you were working?
Yeah, not really, because I always stayed with protection, but plenty of times it was like... from me getting raped, it was like a little trauma. It was like getting me back flashes. Yeah, I had plenty of times. I done got stabbed before. I done got raped by a chick before. That shit brought back once those stuff happened during those days, I wouldn't work the rest of the day, or I wouldn't work for a minute, because it was like, it'll make me feel some type of way. I would feel disgusted of myself, all that. I was just
emotionally. How does this work get to you? How does it affect you?
It's hard. Like I said, it's not something I like to do, but it's like I done got used to doing it, so it's in me. I mean, it's hard. Sometimes I do cry. Sometimes I don't. I suck it up, try to stay strong for myself, because don't nobody got me but myself, for real. I mean, I got family, but when I call for something, it's not like, oh, they can be quick in a hurry to give, because they know what I'm doing out here. They don't want me doing it, but it's something I chose to do. And I don't know, I'm hard-headed. I don't listen at all. So I like to do things my way. It's either my way or it's no way. I'm very hard-headed, so I have to learn the hard way. So I figured that, I seen that too, that I had to learn the hard way. So, I'm learning though. Everybody gonna go through rough things. Life is not easy.
Do you have dreams or goals that you'd like to
Yeah, I wanted
happen?
to be a lawyer. I want to go to school. I'm going to go back to school, but I feel like right now I can't focus on school and figure out how I'm going to feed myself every day, how I'm going to get a new outfit, how I'm going to make sure I got somewhere to lay, a roof over my head, make sure I'm safe and all that. Once I'm financially stable to where I got a roof over my head consistently and where I don't have to keep paying every day and spending money going in my savings, then that's when I'll sit back in front of a computer or go back to school and, like, get back to it. Like, I started to do the classes. At first I was on it, but once I got off house arrest, it was just like, I can't sit like this. I'm broke. I don't want to ask nobody for nothing because I know I can get it on my own. So, I don't know.
If you had your life to live all over again, what do you wish was different? You wish your dad was in the picture more?
Yeah, I wish, like, everything was just did different, period. Like, I wish that my parents worked out a little more. My dad did less lying. And he was just being man and own up to his actions, to what he was doing, because everybody knew. And
the kids always pay the price when the parents are out of control.
I just wish that, because don't get me wrong, my parents, they weren't bad parents at all. They did a good job at raising us. It just, after they split apart, after we, like, stopped seeing them together, even though they weren't together, we were still in the same house living with each other. They'll do the same thing. My dad come home, my mom will already be home, my grandma there. But once we, like, all split apart and my mom found this new person, we can't control our parents' life on who they love life is and who they be with. But the people that they chose to be with, like my mom's girlfriend, I loved her because she did take care of us when my mom is sick. So she took care of us when my mom was in the hospital. So it was sometimes like, yeah, we looked up to her as a mom too, and she took care of us. But it was like certain shit she did. Like when she would be mad, she'll take it out on my mom kids. Like, oh, she got an attitude, she'll do little shit, pick with us. And then when we do stuff, oh, your daughter did this and then that. Like, I don't know, I just didn't like that. It made us fall apart. That's what made me, like, break up my relationship with my mom. It was her girlfriend.
What emotions do you deal with now?
I'm still going through a little depression. I'm having a little anxiety attacks here and there. Flashbacks sometimes. I'm overthinking a lot lately.
Are you lonely?
Yeah, but I keep a couple friends. I got a girlfriend. I talk to her on the phone, her and the baby. That's my happiness right there.
So you have some friends?
Yeah, not a lot. I got like a friend.
That's
or
all
two.
you need.
But yeah, I fell in love with their kids, so I treat their kids like mine. Call them their kids mine. They call me mom. Then some of them don't have their dad around. Like one of them don't. One of my friends' father is not around. So
it's really just all about survival.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Do you believe in love?
Yeah, not marriage though.
Yeah, because you see all these married guys coming to pick you up.
Like, y'all ain't faithful either.
How much money are you making in a day or a night?
Then it would be good. Like, then it was like $1,500 up 2 bands a night. Now it's like rarely you make 6, 5
and
on
why is
Fig. That? It's slow now. Like, it's not the same. Like, girls are getting picked up. Stuff is going on social media, so it's scaring some tricks. Because some tricks are on social media as well. They getting dates off of there. So they seeing that stuff. It is scaring some people. Some people don't really be out. They're moving all over the place. They're going to different states to make their money now. So it's not like the same. The money is not how it used to be. Like, Fig ain't all that booming either. Long Beach, none of that is all that booming. You would catch that on a good night, but it's tax season, so you know somebody got money right now. But it's not like how it used to be. So, like, now, I'll probably make 6, 7 on a good day, but, like, no, not some days. 'Cause some days now it'd be hot. Like, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, police Saturday, they out. So you got some days when they don't be out and they're not worried about you. Some days they picking on everybody.
How do you think your time on the streets has changed you?
It changed me a lot. Like, I wouldn't say my personality, but it changed the way that I talk to people. I know that I know my mouth is disrespectful, but I know how to talk to some people. But I know the streets made my mouth disrespectful. It made me a whole totally different person. That people probably seen like, oh, she was just acting like this. I didn't even know. I would have never thought this would have been her. Like, where the hell did Mocha come from? I know, I was thinking the same thing, but I don't know. I turned this lifestyle that I chose to go, the path I chose, I don't know. I like it because I done been through so much. My body done been through so much. I felt like disgusted over my body. So it's like, why not? You get out there and make your money for yourself. First I wasn't, but then I realized, like, you're dumb. I kept hearing it from everybody. You're dumb. You're paying this person. You're doing that, and he's not doing that for you. Start doing it on my own. Like, start tugging, stop paying people, stop being around men, period. I just started doing stuff on my own. Yeah, I'm going to do it the hard way, catching buses, walking somewhere, Uber, spending extra money, but I'm going to make a way.
It's a rough lifestyle. I mean, all the guys are just trying to angle for...
And young, too. When you don't really I got a few grown friends, but like not like, oh, they can come and run and jump for me. Like, no. I mean, they can help with little things, but not the, like, major.
And Mocha, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
That stuff you have to be patient. That's what I learned. Like, yeah, it's fast money, but you do got to be patient with this. You can't move in it fast in a hurry, because when you move fast in a hurry, that's when something bad occurs. Like, oh, you know you're doing something you're not supposed to, or you get caught up doing something or in a sting, and it's turned into a whole totally different situation. Or it can turn bad out with a trick if you're moving too fast and they pay for their service and you rushing them. It trigger them to do bad stuff, or they want to act crazy, or they do this and they turn into that. But they do that, somebody end up hurt, you know? So. Have
you been arrested before?
Yeah, plenty of times. Yeah. As a minor, got taken home, went right back out. Even as an adult now, not fully an adult, but being legal, I done got arrested, I done got pulled over. They let me go, but, you know, it's not fun, or it's when you see them red and blue lights. It's not. It's like, it give me, I got PTSD with the police, so I be getting very, what's the word? I get very, very paranoid. Mm-hmm. So I get nervous, or I start moving, like, weird around it, but I try to stay, like, you know, calm, so it won't make me look suspicious or I did something wrong. Because I could be doing anything and I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing, like they gonna come fuck with me for it.
All right. Mocha, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you lots of luck out there. I hope you get some good breaks. Thank you.
Welcome to the infamous Fig, where the night comes alive in ways you ain't never seen before. This ain't just any street. Nah. This right here is a playground for the bold, the hustlers, the pimps, and the slickest con artists in the game. Women out here barely covered, turning heads with every step. They know the hustle. They know it well. There's no other place in the world like it. The best of the best work these streets, making moves when the sun goes down, when the real money starts flowing. What exchanges hands between a woman and her clients on Fig, well, it's more than most can ever dream of. Tonight, we're taking you deep into the life of a 304, showing you the world through the eyes of those who live and breathe this hustle. Buckle the fuck up and let us take you on a journey you won't never forget. Welcome to Fig.